Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Here we are. Greetings, welcome, felicitations. We are back for another review. So what do we have here today? It's in a bag, plastic at that. This one I've never done before. Just in general, we're reviewing a rotisserie chicken. A rotisserie chicken from A&P. So we'll see how this is. I've got the whole chicken here. This is my meal for the day. Rotisserie chicken. So let's see. We're trying this one from A&P. This chicken is a Sunday Roaster SS. I have actually an issue with the title at first. A Sunday Roaster, it's called. It's Tuesday. Should be a Tuesday roaster. Joke. And SS, I've got no idea what that's supposed to stand for. You know, like the Nazi SS? Getting that their SS cut bra? I've got no idea. But regardless of the title or whatever they want to call it, we have here today a rotisserie chicken. Just looking at it, it looks pretty plump. Time of preparation apparently 10:30. It was either 10:30 or 6:50. It looks like 6:50. If that's the case, it's been sitting here for 9 hours. If it's 10:30, well then it's been sitting here for about 5 hours. But either way, now who knows? You could thank the employees' poor handwriting for this. And it's priced at $8.99. Because it's a special Sunday roaster, you know. I don't know what that is, but it's a Sunday roaster. A lot of moisture on the lid here. And I come with cutlery. An actual knife. And a fork. No plastic. And no, I'm not eating this on fine china. I'm eating it out of here like anyone else would. I've just got my water glass. As always. Got a decent aroma on it. You got the skin here. It's got a good crisp on it. Got the legs tied together here, you know, handcuffed so it doesn't get out while it's being cooked, of course. Hope no one believes that. You know, there's really no way to eat this rather than, you know, there's really no way to eat this and to just rip off the leg here and dig in. So that's what I'm going to do here. I plan on eating this part by parts. I'm going to try a leg, a wing, and I'm just going to dig into the, you know, the breast and just see how each individual part is, alright? Looking at the leg, I mean, everything else, the skin is a little crispy. Looks pretty tender, but how can I tell until I eat it? So let's cut the crap and eat. The meat itself is pretty tender, but the skin is a bit chewy. Who am I to, well, why should I care? I'm eating. This is my meal that was paid $8.99 for. You know, I feel like one of those kings of old that's sitting there, you know, eating a big drumstick. Alright, my first thoughts on this. You could really see how the meat slid off the bone here. I guess something slid off there. But the skin itself, you know, it's chewy. The skin itself is chewy. A little crispy, but overall the skin itself is tasteless. That's a complaint I have there. The skin is literally tasteless. I think it would do better if I just walked over in the kitchen right now, grabbed some salt and pepper, and just seasoned it up. I think that would definitely amplify the flavor, but I want to try it as is before I make any, you know, changes and adjustments. Skin is also very oily, which is usually a good sign. The more fat there is, the better in most cases, but you know, here it really does nothing to amplify the flavor. So the skin itself is a real letdown. Here's some more. Chewy and tasteless. But I'm not complaining, you know? It's not all, you know? It's not always a bad thing. But, yeah, the skin itself was pretty tasteless, oily, you know, and chewy, but didn't really have anything to it. The meat itself, though, was very tender. You know, the natural juices of the chicken itself were just flowing through, really moisturized it up. Uh, you know, melt in your mouth type of flavor. And, you know, truly, the meat fell right off the bone. Saw that little thing slide off, and you know, I was able to eat that with ease. So the meat itself was actually good. The skin itself, though, was a bit of a letdown. Not trying the wing. Wings are usually my favorite part. Now, there's really no other way to eat the wings in a drumstick there, you know, without, you know, using your hands. So, that's it. Now, what is this? What do you do with this? You just bite into it? Well, why not? Because you don't. Alright. And forgive me for licking my fingers. Now, the wing actually did differ slightly from the drumstick. The quality of the chicken meat itself stayed the same. Once again, you know, what little meat there was, fall off the bone, and was delectable in all the ways that the meat in the drumstick was. However, the skin itself did somewhat differ from that of the drumstick. And I truly apologize if I have made a mess of myself. I really do apologize if I did. But regardless, the skin on the wing itself here, you know, for the most part, was actually a little bit stickier and did have some more flavor, you know, than the skin on the, drum. So the skin actually was more, you know, flavorful on the, the wing rather than the drumstick. But we will need a mediator here, so we will now sink into the breast. And I can only hope that it's not too foul humor. So there's no better way to eat this than to just cut into it, take a good old slice out, and, you know, dig in. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, look at that. That's a good slice right there. It's a good slice. Now let's take it here. Now we're just going to try the meat, then we'll, you know, have some skin here, and now we'll see. Obstructing my view. So, you know, the meat itself, it's white meat, it's breast meat. Truly, it's a bit dry. Definitely not the same as the, the meat in each drumstick and on the wings. It's a bit dry, but that's one of the qualities of white meat. What can I say? What they do, dehydrate the chicken. But, it's pretty bone dry, the meat itself. Truly, that's the one thing I've got to say. The breast meat itself, yes, it does taste like chicken breast, but it's really lacking, any sort of moisture, really. And that really detracts from the flavor here. Truly, when you want a piece of chicken, you want it to be juicy, Basically, you want it to be just like these drumsticks here. You want to have juices. You want to just basically moisturize it, hydrate it, and make sure it's just easy to eat and doesn't take all the moisture out of your mouth and the flavor with it. So really, I've got a complaint about the breast here. Maybe that's all. That's how all chicken breasts are. But from the previous rotisseries I've had, they usually have a little more moisture in them than this. You know, maybe it's called a Sunday roaster because it's been sitting there since Sunday. I can only hope not. Skin, on the other hand, no remarks to say. It's got there we go. Got some flavor, but it's not really coated with anything. It's just a little crispy, but it's not seasoned or anything. You know. I think that's all that we must say about this. Yeah, $8.99. Price wise. So truly, now when it comes down to this chicken, it varies by part. The drums, the skin itself is pretty much tasteless, but the meat itself is very tender and falls off the bone and full of moisture and is hydrated and flavorful. The wings themselves, the skin is a bit sticky, has a little more flavor to it, and the meat itself does still fall off the bone. And the breast itself, the skin is crispy, but the meat is bone dry. So it really varies from part to part of the chicken. But really, looking at the bird itself and the whole meal overall, what I will definitely say is that I've had better. I've had better. It's really just lacking that full flavor. Personally, when you go to A&P or any sort of store next, I would highly recommend maybe the lemon pepper or the barbecue chicken. Maybe I'll just go through the rotisserie chickens there. Why not? And you'll see me do a review of that. But today's review was of A&P's Sunday Roaster rotisserie chicken. Any specific brand here? Quality assured? No, just A&P. But that's that. This is a Sunday Roaster. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 5.9 out of 10. I've definitely seen better, but you know what? It's got a lot of meat on it. For the price, I think you could detract $1 or $2 from that. So truly, I don't know. It's just not getting up there. Could definitely go better. And maybe I'll prove that to you. But we'll see. Well, that's all for now. This is Running on Empty Food Review. Thank you for watching. And today we tried A&P's Sunday Roaster Chicken. 5.9 out of 10. Take care all, and I'll see you later. Adios. Oh, good. I don't have too much sauce or skin or whatever on my face.